So today we're going to be focusing on our neck and shoulders, working that mobility. So our neck, thinking about the neck mobility, the full range of motion helps everyday movements like reversing, turning around, looking up, looking down. And we don't really want to have to turn our whole body to reverse because obviously A, it's not as safe, and we don't want the other areas of our body to overcompensate. So let's do some quick tests first. Let's see how our range of movement is already. So we'll start with dropping our chin to our chest. Just notice, without any judgment, how that is. And come back up. Take the head up. Can you see the ceiling? And down, really nice. Taking the chin so it's over the shoulder, so you're gazing out to the side. You should just be able to get the chin in line with the collarbone. And back forward. Try the other side because both sides could feel different. Back round. Now taking the ear to the shoulder. Should be about a 40 to 60 degree angle. And back up. And other side. Okay, so just see how those felt. And for our neck stretches, we are just going to do a variation of those. So it's exactly how our movement is within our neck. So come to your comfortable position, whether it's in a chair, sitting down, and then we're just going to take the chin to the chest. We're going to hold it here for 10 seconds, and then repeat it 2 more times. Really feel like you're letting this head go, so the head is pulling down with gravity. Checking in with that breath. Three, 2, and 1. Back up, looking forward, and down. That breath is going to help you relax further and further into this posture. Maybe you even have your eyes closed. And up. One more time, all the way down. And up. Okay, 3 times looking up this time, maybe opening the mouth slightly. We'll feel a bit more comfortable. Now don't be tempted to just drop your head back. Keep a bit of tension in the neck, just so you can look at the ceiling. You don't need to go back any further. And forward again. And up. Just notice if any of the rest of your back is moving at the same time. Maybe the lack of mobility in the neck is causing your lower back to arch. Just come out of this gazing up at the ceiling a little bit and come back to a neutral spine. Look forward one more time, all the way up. Try to relax those shoulders. And remember about that breath. All the way forward, really, really nice. Okay, taking the gaze over the shoulder, trying not to move the rest of the body, so just come to where you can comfortably. Keeping both shoulders facing forward. Remembering to sit up tall. Crown of the head long, and tailbone as far away from the crown of the head as it can be, really rooted into the floor or into the chair. Gaze forward again and turning back. And forward and back. Maybe with each time it gets a little bit easier. And forward, other side. Just notice if one side is easier than the other. Don't hold any judgment, but just observe. And forward and back. And these are perfect stretches for you to do throughout your day. Come forward and back, final time. Because you don't require any equipment, you can do these at any time that's suitable for you. Whether you're waiting for a bus, waiting for an appointment, just do a few of these stretches. Okay, all the way forward. Now taking the ear down to the shoulder. If you want an extra stretch, you can take the opposite arm out long, flexing the hand, so bringing the fingers back towards you, and you'll feel a bigger stretch all the way down. And you can start to take the hand and move it around, because there will be that sweet spot that you find. But if not, just play with the neck. So try to sit up nice and tall. Try not to move the shoulders as well, just that ear to the shoulder. And up and down. And up and down. Final time before we switch over onto the other side. All the way up. Okay, extending that opposite arm if you want, if not, just having it in your lap. Thinking about whether you're at that 40 to 60 degree angle. I know it's a little bit difficult and you don't have anything to measure it by, but you'll be able to kind of tell. And you can always record yourself or take a picture and have a look after. Okay, back up. And again. And up. And final time all the way down. Reaching that arm out if you want to for this final time. And all the way back up. Really nice. Moving on to shoulder mobility now. So I want everybody to go and grab a strap or a dressing gown tie or a belt. Once you've got that, we can get started. Okay, so the shoulder joint is one of the most mobile joints, but it's super unstable. It's basically kept together with some tissue and some ligaments and a bit of muscle. So there's not much there to keep it in place. And that's why shoulder dislocation does happen quite a lot. With the shoulder mobility, we need to think about the rotator cuff, which is all of the muscles behind the shoulder, and also the shoulder blades. That helps this range of movement. So there's a lot of things happening with the shoulders. So the movements with our shoulders, we can all do this together. Lift your arms up. We should be able to get them above our head. Take them down. Out to the side. See if you can take them even further up. All the way down. And rotate. So see if you can take the arms around. And the other way. Try the other arm. Without really moving the rest of the body during this rotation. Other way. Okay, and then take your arm, so you've got this 90-degree angle, almost like robot arms, and then take your hand towards your body, and then away from your body, keeping this elbow in. See how that feels. Do you feel really sticky at any part? Or does it feel fairly natural? Okay, try the other side. Remember, one side could be completely different than the other. Okay, nice. So we'll start with our stretches now. Again, these are all stretches you can do whenever and wherever you are. We're going to start with our ragdoll. So we're going to start standing, and you can absolutely do this in your chair as well. So ragdoll, we're going to have our feet really wide apart, just over hips width distance, and then fold down, bending the knees a lot. Hang your head here. Release any tension in your neck that's holding your head, and allow the hands to just fall out in front of you. And take the opposite elbows with the hands, allowing these shoulders to drop further down, and then just sway from side to side, swaying the arms from side to side. Should feel like a really nice release for the whole of the back and the neck. Okay, keeping it here. Maybe you want to just come to stillness or keep swaying. Really feel those arms pulling the shoulders down, the head pulling the neck long. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, nice. You can all come back down to seated. Grabbing this strap, take it quite long with your grip. You don't want to have to push yourself here. And we're doing some shoulder flossing, so we're going to take the arms up and over, all the way behind, and then up and over to the front. As slowly as you can go. Don't be tempted to rush this. And keep adjusting that hold as you see fit. Maybe you can take it further in as you start to warm up these shoulders. But we're really working with a huge range of motion here. So if you get to a point and you cannot go any further, do not worry. Consistency is going to be key to any improvements and that maintenance of your mobility. Keep going nice and slowly. Really good. We're going to do one more, and you can always hold it at a really sticky spot and just take some breaths. Remember, that breath really helps to loosen up and help you settle in all the way back. Okay, keeping the strap, coming into cow face arms. So cow face arms, you'll be putting one arm underneath with the palm facing away, and then the other hand comes on top with the palm facing towards it. And if you can grip hold of the hands, that's incredible. But that is why we've got our strap. So we're going to hold our strap with the top arm, taking it up and over so the elbow's facing up, and then taking the other arm underneath to grip hold of this strap. Now what we don't want to do is really arch through this lower back and stick out our rib cage. We want everything to be contained and pulling in, so we're working to a neutral spine. So it might mean that you have to take that grip slightly longer on the strap. With the upper arm, think about this elbow drawing up and away from your face. And at all times, breathe, because that helps your core. And keep this rib cage contained. As you start to feel a bit warmer, maybe you can start to shorten that grip. And you don't need to do anything else other than just be here and try to relax. Okay, 3 more breaths, really nice big inhales and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Switching over to the other side, so taking the other arm up long, holding the strap, draping it down, taking the other arm under, palm facing away, holding onto that strap, drawing this top elbow up and back, thinking about that rib cage staying contained and not arching too much through that lower back. Not too many things to think about, hey? And breathe. Really feel that belly expanding with every inhale, coming back with the exhale. Three more breaths. Okay, completely release. Taking the strap down. Coming into our reverse tabletop now. This is something that we have done in our previous class, and you can absolutely do this on your chair as well. So we're going to be coming to sitting down onto our bums, feet out in front of us, just so we've got kind of this 45-degree angle, and then taking our hands behind us directly underneath the shoulders, fingers facing forward. We're then going to take the bum towards the heels and then drive the hips up, drawing the shoulder blades together. Thinking about this chest pulling through. You can do this exact same movement on the chair. And if this feels really uncomfortable, then I want you to take your hands, interlace them behind you and draw them down to the ground or away from your body. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Seeing if you can take the arms further and further up. If you're in your tabletop, come all the way down. Maybe you give those arms a shake. We're going to do it 2 more times. So set up again nice and strong. Bum to the heels, drive up. Make sure that the knees aren't dropping out to the side. You're using those glutes. Coming back down. Okay, 1 more time. All the way up. Squeeze the glutes, send the hips high. Draw the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. All the way down. Taking our hands now, interlacing them, drawing the palms away from us. We're going to come into some seated cat-cows with our arms. So inhale, take the hands up, take the gaze up with the hands, arching through the back this time. And then on your exhale, you're drawing the hands down to about eye height. And then pulling the arms away from the body, separating the shoulder blades, rounding through the spine. Inhale all the way back up, gaze up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale up. And exhale down. 1 more time, inhale all the way up, shoulder blades together. And exhale down, shoulder blades apart. Really nice. All the way back up. Coming into our final pose, thread the needle. Again, you can do this sitting down if you don't want to. You can do this sitting down if you don't want to come down to the floor. If you're sitting, just take the arm across and hook the opposite arm around this lengthened arm, whichever side you want to do first, and pull this arm into your chest. Okay, if you're coming down to the ground, we're going to set up in our all fours, and then we're going to lift up this right hand, gaze up if you can, and then on your exhale, take this hand through the gap between the left hand and the left leg, palm facing up, drop the right ear to the ground, and you can keep this left hand by the shoulder next to the face, or you can walk it out long in front of you. Now just check your hips with this left hand, that you're not dropping this right hip down, it's still in line with the left. Breathe here wherever you are. And then coming all the way back up. Switching over to the other side, left arm high. And then taking it underneath that gap. Taking the left ear to the ground. Checking that the hips are square. Remembering to breathe. Coming all the way back up, really nice. Coming into a couple of stretches that are good for both shoulders and neck. So come back to your nice seated position. We're going to take the left hand, cross it to the outside edge of this right knee. Take the right hand behind us. You can absolutely place that right hand on a block or hold on to the side of your chair. Breathing here, sitting up tall, crown of the head high, long away from the tailbone. Thinking about the left rib cage spinning round to the right, using that neck mobility, gazing over that right shoulder. And then exhale, crossing this right hand in front of the left, grabbing hold of the thigh of the left thigh and dropping the head here. Again, working this neck mobility. Inhale all the way up, this time taking eagle arms with our arms, so keeping the arms where they are crossed over, and see if you can keep wrapping them around to take hold of both palms. If you can't, just place the top of the hands on top of one another. And keep drawing the elbows up to chin height, drawing the forearms away from the face. Really separate the shoulders here. 3, 2, and 1. All the way down, opposite side, right hand over the left thigh, left hand behind us, right rib cage spinning round to the left, gazing over that left shoulder, sitting up nice and tall. And then crossing this left hand in front of the right, dropping the chin, feeling that stretch through the back of the neck. Inhale all the way up, crossing these arms around one another. Maybe you take the palms or the front of the hands, remembering to draw these elbows as high up as you can and the forearms away from the face, pulling this chin back in space, separating the shoulder blades. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. And coming all the way down, really nice. So that is the end of our neck and shoulders class today. I hope that you can find time to do some of those exercises. Please let me know how you get on.